Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muzaffar Firmanta from SMP 1 Gedangan, and today I'll be carrying out my participation and message in the Dempocupxx English Speech Contest. Our country is in a dire need of proper education, and perhaps it might sound a little strange considering the fact that some top schools of the East Asian region is also in Indonesia. But according to the general statistics, only about 55 to 65% the whole Indonesian population is able to study in a proper, governmentally funded and accredited A to B school. What could be the reason of this? There are three main reasons as to why this could happen. First, an inconsistent income of resources and facility. Only about 37% of schools in Indonesia are properly facilitized, while there are 60% of elementary classrooms that is likely to heavily damaged. This is due to the fact of the uneven spread of governmental funding that focuses more on the centralized regions than in the outer regions. And second, stands for the need for more qualified teachers. Only about 45 to 48% of teachers in Indonesia are certified, while there are over 1.6 million teachers in Indonesia that is still teaching without certification. This is due to the fact of the late curriculum that prevents these teachers from reaching the modern standard. And third is the uneven spread of governmental funding. Having a connection with the first and second point, schools in big city regions gets more attention and support, while schools in the outer regions receives less. This results to schools in the rural areas to struggle with less facility and qualified teachers. Even so, some of the students who has a place in these accredited schools are often there just out of sheer luck, not a single determination to be a top student, hell even to study. I am tired of seeing wasted potentials from students with great talents, and perhaps not just me, but also the other students, the parents, the teachers. They've taught every once in a while of all the great things the students can reach, if only they try 1% harder. The key to a greater nation isn't just its government, but its people. With smarter people comes a better future, a better life, a better world. And Indonesia is far back away from achieving this future. We've came upon a time where education is sometimes frowned upon. Children forced to work with their parents as means to earn more money. This negative way of life not only impacts the children, but also the whole country. And by this, we have to take matters into our own hands and break this chain of idiocracy with all means. Let's take the idea that currently I stand as the Prime Minister of Education of Indonesia. What I would do is to first implement a more disciplined norm within the school environment. Students must abide by the rules or face consequences equivalent to what they did. We must set the bold ideology that a person's life depends within their knowledge. And second, I'll be spreading an even amount of governmental funding all across Indonesia. School spendings will be controlled through monthly reports. What the school needs, if it exceeds the expected budget, an increase will be done after a review of the school. And third, I'll be increasing the paychecks of all the teachers, certified or not. Teachers are the foundations of the Indonesian education system, and not just Indonesian, but the whole idea of education itself. We must set a better life of future for these teachers. Let's take, for example, our neighboring country, Malaysia. There, the average space of teachers can reach the equivalent to 7,500,000 Indonesian rupiah, whereas here, the average salaries of teachers can only reach up to 7,500,000 Indonesian rupiah. And fourth, I'll be integrating more technology into the current curriculum system. We live in the 21st century, where humans have become more dependent towards technology. We can invent a new mode of education, such as study phones or gadgets, invented by high school students and college students, to give them a chance of spotlight in the education world too. Thank you for watching this video, and I might not have said this enough, but 1,000 apologies for all of the faulty messages that I've carried out. Here I am, Muzaffar Firmanta, and remember, a person's life depends within their knowledge. Farewell and thank you.